Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone.
Hey guys, Jacob here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my damage to armor / damage to target out of cover build. I've been working on this for quite some time now to get a few pieces together, and it's not too difficult to make, so you guys can make it fairly easy. First, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. I upload daily Division 2 content on select build videos, vendor resets, named gear weapon reviews, and much more. Also, I have been extending my uploads to a few other games as well, so keep that in mind. Now, to get right into it, I'm going to start at the specialization. The specialization I am using is going to be the sharpshooter. That's due to the fact you're going to be using a rifle and also an LMG. This is more on the rifle side, which gives you that 15% increased headshot damage with rifles and marksman rifles. And then also you're getting the 15% increased weapon stability for the recoil on your rifle, and also this will go to your LMG as well. Now for the build, I am using 2-piece Walker Harris, 2-piece Province, contractor gloves, and the Fox's Prayer knee pads. The primer I'm using is the new Reliable. You guys can use whatever LMG you want, but this is the one I've been testing out with this build and having a lot of fun with it. The new Reliable is a named LMG. Keep that in mind with Perfect Optimized, which is 30% weapon handling. I have damage to armor, damage to targets off cover, and 10% LMG damage. Now the attachments I'm using is the C79 scope with 5% crit chance, the plus 27.62 mag, and the 10% stability. Take a little bit more stability with the Perfect Optimized, and the muzzle rake, which is 7.62, and you get 5% crit chance from that as well. Now, this is not an AK. Just a reminder, I know someone might say something. This is the RPK, which is the LMG that's very similar to the AK, which pretty much that's why I'm using this, because it's the closest thing I can get to an AR on an LMG build. Now, I have tested out the MG5, but I still haven't found one with decent rolls on it. Now, the secondary is the Baker's Dozen or the M1A in general. I highly recommend using it. Basically, any M1A you guys can find that has a really good stat rolls on it, as long as you get the talent you want. This has perfect lucky shot, magazine capacity is increased by 30%, missed shots from cover have a 100% chance to return the magazine, and these are all triple stat, which have crit damage, damage charges off cover, and rifle damage. The attachments I'm using on this are the C79 for crit chance, the tightly packed magazine, which has plus 5 rounds, and the 5% laser pointer, which gives you 5% critical hit chance. Now, if you want more stability, you can change this to the angled grip also. That's got it for the weapons. For the secondary, you essentially can use whatever you want. Now, for the pieces, I'm using 2-piece Walker Harris, the contractors, Fox's Prayer, and 2-piece Province. I'm going to get right into the Walker Harris first. And the reason why I'm using Walker Harris is the fact you get the 5% weapon damage, damage to armor. I have weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage on a mod. So this is all red mask. You get as much crit chance and crit damage as possible. Now for the holster, I have headshot damage, crit chance, and weapon damage. You can change the headshot to something like critical hit damage, but since I'm using a rifle, I like having a little bit more headshot damage. Now for the chest piece, I'm using Province, which gives you 15% headshot damage, 10% critical hit chance, 10% weapon damage, crit chance, armor regen, 12% critical hit damage on the mod, and Obliterate, which is crit hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 15 times. So if you're saying you're constantly hitting an enemy over and over and over again, this will allow you to stack up weapon damage. Now for the backpack, this is the Providence backpack called the Gift. This has weapon damage, crit damage, armor regen, crit damage to the mod, which is max, and perfect vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%, taking damage disables his buff for 3 seconds. So if you're setting you're pummeling an enemy from a distance, like a boss or something in the Operation Iron Horse raid, or just in casual heroic missions or challenging missions, you can sit here and constantly just rip through the enemy as much as possible because you're stacking Obliterate with this, and if you're hitting it from a distance, then you're just going to be able to shred through them like butter. Now for the gloves, these are the contractor gloves, which pretty much what started the build, which gives you 8% damage to armor, 6% critical chance, 10.8 weapon damage, and you're getting 10% LMG damage. For the knee pads, these are the Fox's Prayer with 11.7 weapon damage, 8% damage to out of cover, and 6% critical hit chance. So overall, you're getting damage to out of cover on this, and you're getting damage to armor on your gloves. So you're getting damage to armor on your gun also, and damage to out of cover on your gun on the LMG. And for the rifle, you're getting it on the attributes, which is 10%. Now for the skills, depends on what situation you guys are in. If you're in PvP, it might vary. You guys might want to use something a little bit different. You guys might want to use like something like the Defender drone, or if you're in PvE and you want to heal yourself, you might want to use the Fixer, or even potentially using the Chem Launcher to heal yourself, which is what I was doing in the raid. Or you guys can use something like the Res Hive or the Restore Hive, depending on what situation you're in. If you're doing legendaries, I threw this on just to keep myself a little bit, alive, just in case the healer went down. I had something as a backup to res me so I can get the other team up and get them back in the mission. There's a few other things you guys can use as well. If you're going to go through Black Tusk missions, I'd highly recommend using the Pulse Jammer or using the EMP Sticky Bomb. Now I'll show you guys the stat sheet real quick so you can see exactly what it is. This is 60 crit chance, 102 crit damage, and 90% headshot damage, which gives you from the Providence. And this is on the holster, which has 10%, and the headshot damage, which on Keener's Watch, which is barely specced out at all. And then you have 18% armor damage, which is almost 19, just because I haven't rolled that stat yet. And I will scroll down so you guys can see a little bit more. This is the 62% stability. So you're going to be getting stability from breath control, perfect optimize the angled grip and stability on the watch. And it's the rifle damage bonus and the light machine gun bonus. And here's all the gear and brand sets. And here's some of the defense, if you guys are curious about some of the stats on these. I will also flip weapons so you guys can see the stats on those. This is on the M1A, which is 60 crit chance and 119 critical hit damage. So you're getting a little bit more from that, and also 13% damage to armor. But also keep this in mind, you're going to be getting damage to targets out of cover, so you're going to be 8% from this. And then also you're going to be getting the 10%, so you're actually getting 18% damage to targets out of cover with your rifle. And obviously it's going to be a little bit higher because it's 12% on the LMG. But that's a quick little video on my damage to armor build, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope this video helped, because I know a few people were asking me about it, and that's why I make these videos, because of you guys. Also, on a side note, if you're wondering why I did not upload a vendor reset this week, that's the fact I'm actually very, very busy with a lot of work, and also I will be starting college soon, so uploads will be a little bit less, but I will also be uploading a little bit more stuff that's not Division related, because I can fit it a little bit more into my schedule. And since you guys have been playing Division as long as I have, you know that it's a lot of grinding and trying to get stuff, and if you're in the middle of something you have to stop, you can't pause the game and just resume it, and when you come back you might be dead. So that's why, just keep that in mind. I may be uploading a little bit less throughout the week, but thank you guys all for watching, and thank you guys all for the support, and as always, I'll catch you guys later.